Good afternoon, my wonderful friends in TBC community. I know that you are all doing well. The day has been mixed up. Sometimes it rains, sometimes the sun comes out, and everything, mixed up to one thing. And what we're doing is such a bright noon here in Nigeria, and it feels great for us to get going and doing things together. Whenever you see me here, you know that I'm talking about TBC. So TBC has become the talk of the town, and there's no doubt about it. When some people are not getting it rightly, they are, having different things to say about it due to one reason or the other. But that's notwithstanding, what's gonna be must surely be, and we are always on top of the game. Okay, we are doing what we know works best, and we have to do it. And the reason why we need to do it because commitment to whatever you're doing goes a long way. And I'll be sharing my screen now, and we'll be trying to get some certain things sorted out. I want to understand that word commitment. Okay, the word commitment. I want to type it. Let me see what the word commitment really is. Commitment. Okay, commitment. Let me see. That word commitment, according to here, says the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause, activity, etc. That word commitment. And here says, what is the real meaning of commitment? Let me see. Says an agreement or pledge to do something in the future, a commitment to improve conditions at the prison, especially an engagement to assume a financial obligation at a future date, something pledged, the commitment of truth to the war. So when we try to analyze it, the more we search, the more meanings we get out of it, and the more we have to find out other reasons why it is what it is. Well, that being said, it's all about getting committed to your goal. And when it comes to business, there is what is called jack of all trades. They say jack of all trade, master of none. Some people say jack of all trade, master of all. It all depends on how one person or each individual looks at it. In today's meeting with the rest of TBC administrators, we have daily meetings. An issue came up. The issue of what was discussed today is about jumpers. Who are those jumpers and what the meaning of, with what intent, or what is the idea of that jumper of a discussion? That jumper focus on those who are good as humans. They are, very plain as humans, righteous in their ways. They get involved in one business. After a while, if it doesn't work according to plans, they will jump out and look for the next one. Realizing, not minding that there are people who are equally succeeding in that business that they left because it wasn't working out for them. They'll move on to yet another one, and still the same thing keep on happening. They jump because to them, this is not their business line. But before jumping, look at usually what happens. I just went to Kura. Why do I keep jumping from one idea to the other? It's a question. It's a question. And I just want to pick an answer here. Because it's more fun to think of the next big thing than it is to see it through to the completion. When you're thinking about it, hey, not a big thing. The moment we think of an idea, we imagine its full potential, all the billions of dollars of it. However, as soon as we start working on it, it becomes less sexy and more of a fragment of what could happen. It is necessary step, but your success criteria need to be execution focused rather than market opportunity. You see, people are mostly excited when they hear of something new. The intention is to jump onto it. Someone into an opportunity, that tendency to jump guns, that tendency to waste time following the basics, look at how it works. They say, what about cut corners? Okay, it may not be to cut corners. What about doing it a faster way? But you who has been there may try to tell the person, look, this thing doesn't work that way. And if you dare go it that way, you may likely fall because the whole thing is not the way you look at it. There are things you don't know about it. And so it goes, but they will insist that, look, you are wasting your time without doing it the right way. And what is the right way? To them, the right way is to have it done faster. Okay? To them, that is, they want it faster. But there's this saying, do it more effectively than more faster. Okay, take your time to do it more effectively than just be in a hurry to have it done. So when we were discussing about the very idea of jumper, there are many people who never stays in one business. They'll grab it with high hopes that, hey, this is going to be the next big thing. In fact, I was just imagining how my life is going to be. But with that mindset, to them, they're already looking at those who were involved as wasting their time. Because to them, they already imagine how best to get it done and do it in the grand style and in a way that nobody has ever done it, and they're going to succeed in that. That's usually their mindset. But may I tell you that everything has its mode, its way of having it done. So when we were talking about the issue of jumping to some, let me say, how can you just focus on one business? How can you do one business and not get involved with everything? Don't you know what multiple streams of income is? You do this, you do this, you do that, you continue, whatever, business. But you see, there's this computer game. They call it Angry Bird. Angry Bird. That Angry Bird is there are birds, okay? We have many of them. So if you hit one, you are giving some points. You use phone to play or computer, Angry Birds. So anyone you hit, you are giving points. But if you target, there are some that if you hit them, maybe if you are giving 1 point for hitting about 20 others, that is about 20 points. But there is one that when you hit, you may likely get up to 50 or 100 points at a go. So just something like that. So some people who are bent on, okay, look at the way it is. What I'm going to do is this. I will so that's, let me even try to see if let me see if I will see it here. It is called Angry Bird. It's a game. Yes, this is exactly, this is it. This is it. But,
incoming call from E. Francisco.
this call need to stop. I will attend to it later. Angry Bird. Is it? This is how they looks actually. This is how they looks. You see. Anyway, I can't actually get it the way I want it here because I don't. This is how they look. So it depends on. Anyway, for those who know what I'm talking about, it's a question of how many breads you hit at a go that gives you more points. So some people will actually look at things this way. I want to make sure that I am hitting all the breads that come. But sometimes on the process of hitting all the bread that come, you end up hitting, you're not meeting your target, you know. So what am I trying to say? When TBC admin and the rest of the community were discussing the importance of sticking to what you are doing, so many people don't actually get it right. They are the type who says, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's always an advice, but people have opinion. Some will say, putting your eggs in different baskets may look nice, may look, more sensible than putting it all in one basket. When you put your eggs in one basket, all your attention will be focused and make sure, there's a saying, put your eggs in one basket and make sure that nothing happens to that basket. Okay? You have 3 eggs or you have 10 eggs and you spread it in 10 baskets. Think about it. You are putting an effort to make sure that each of the baskets are safe than when you have it in one basket and make sure that your full attention is on that very one basket. You see, there are things that people don't really understand and they think that it's just the way it goes. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, or this is a multiple stream of income or streams of income. Not knowing that if you can do the best you can now with the opportunity you have on hand, you'll be able to grow that opportunity and use it, the proceed from it, and do many other things in time to come. But the people usually look at it, hey, this is business. Hey, that is business. Oh, the other one is also business. The other one is also business. They will end up running after everything and at the end of the day, running after nothing. Most of the people who left one business for another have actually come back to say that if they had known. Somebody says this, if you are leaving an opportunity or a business, whatever it is, leave it because you want to leave it, not because of any other thing. Because if you say that this thing is not working, you are just proving to others how lazy, how weak you are as a person. You are telling others that you are very weak because that same business you are living that is not working for you, other people are actually thanking God that, hey, God, thank you that I'm in this business. So all you need to do is it's all about your mindset. It's not about you as an individual. So the issue of you are in one opportunity, you are trying to just jump in there and jump in there the other way. It's not going to help you. Don't confuse me with that very ideology that, hey, I am here, I can do this, I can do that, I can do other things. Folks, how many hands or heads do you have? You need to be stabilized in one thing. You need to be established in that thing that you are doing. And when you are properly footed, before you can think of, you can now expand from that same thing you started that is giving you money. Now, there is this argument. Hey, for instance, TBC is not the only thing that happened to you, that is not the only thing you've been doing ever since you were born. TBC is just barely about 4 years old plus. So you want to tell me that you just started business last 4 years, or you got into something, just what have you been doing? And look at, is somebody about, okay, 30, 40, even 20 something years of age. You are not telling that TBC is the only thing you have ever engaged in. Don't tell me that. But the question is always, what is different between two things? Okay? What is the difference? You want to tell me that without this, the other one cannot work? So if you really understand what you're doing, you'll be able to tell yourself the simple truth. Telling yourself the simple truth is what will help you, and not really not all what other people think about. When you're out there, tell yourself the simple truth. Don't go about claiming to be what you are not. Don't go about telling others how big you are, whereas you are a poor church rat. When I want to talk about TBC, I'm always projecting it as something that I do. I don't mix TBC with other things, because I know that with TBC, I'm already getting other things that is working out for me well. But the idea of, I brought somebody into TBC, that person is also in his business. I didn't ask him to stop the business he was doing. Okay, now I want him to focus on TBC, even doing his business. Every other traditional business that he's doing, it is quite okay. Now, the same me who took TBC opportunity to the person and explained to him all that they need to do to make it work, and then benefit from it, and then, become big doing it. And now come across another opportunity, I go to him, say, look, hey, I got another opportunity, and this one is indeed very good. With this, you can also build TBC, you can also do this, you can also do that. So, but this one is, in fact, folks, sometimes we need to tell ourselves the simple truth. This is just like someone giving excuse of the reason why he has to be playing rough games. Maybe a married man or woman. And the world starts telling you that variety is the source of life. You are not the only man, you are not the only woman. So if you want to tackle the person, say, look, I ate rice the other day. It's food. So what happens if I eat yam? Okay, if I take swallow? Okay, I choose to go with spaghetti. It's my mouth. So I have to just mix things and let it be, because I am free moral agent. Nobody's stopping me from doing whatever I want to do. Good and fine, nobody's stopping you. But there are bounds. Okay. Most people think that it's all about to make money. But while making that money, your personal, your self-dignity, people are looking at you. That same person you are telling to join another business, are you the same thing? What has the person achieved with the TBC opportunity you introduced to that person? What has the person really achieved on that? Did you spend much time to really focus and show him that with this, you can be able to do so many things you have ever wanted to do, but you are not able to do it due to one reason or the other, or due to that every other thing you got involved in were all didn't work out well? TBC was not my first online business. But ever since I joined TBC, I have to be sincere with everybody listening to me. Ever since I joined TBC, things changed, but not without some obstacles. Even those who introduced me to the business or to TBC opportunity today, I'm the one pulling them to come and see what I'm seeing because of commitment. I could remember somebody who introduced me to a particular program in a WhatsApp group chat. Say, look, I am very weak when it comes to being here and there. Say, no, don't worry, this one you don't have to do anything. This is what they usually say. This one you don't have to do anything. This one is very easy. This one is this. In fact, this is until you get in, before you know that you have to do everything. They will start by telling you you don't have to do anything. Now, watch on those people who have introduced you to one business and then later come up with an now. Within a year, they will come to you with about 10 different, if not more than, other business opportunities. Are you a mad person? Must you do all businesses to survive? Put your eggs in one basket and watch over that basket and make sure that nothing happens to it. Learn to burn your bridge. It's simply so that you don't have complete trust in what you are doing. I've watched people who are committed to what they are doing. This is a deception sometimes. That deception is that, hey, this is not the only thing you got to do. Do this, do that, do the other one. And while you are busy pursuing this and pursuing that, your time, your years of life is dwindling. You're going down. And at the end of the day, you come back empty-handed because you want to do everything. So people need to know what commitment is all about. You don't go about fooling people. Okay? Good. You want to make money. Fine and good. You are making the money. But now, with all sincerity, all sincereness of heart, that person you're telling, look at what I'm doing. And from what you're telling the person, say, look at this thing that I'm doing. That is what enabled me to be this. But the other way around, you know that actually, that's not what actually put you there. So the issue of jumping from one business to the other, to me, is the height of time wasting. If you commit to business, yeah. Now look at opportunities such as TBC is. We are talking about, some people are saying they're after airdrop, rain drop, this drop, that drop. They want to do this, they want to do that. They're busy pushing. There's one particular person that I know that is everything about airdrop. This are drop. Till tomorrow, he's still looking for another drop. Yeah, this one made billions. Before you know, this one that I have now is going to turn billions. Not knowing that they are busy making some unknown guys rich. While using their testimonies, say, hey, when I talk about other people's testimony, my own will come. Good and fine, your own will come. But are you ready to do what they are doing? Can you be committed for one cause and make sure that that cause becomes something? You see, people need to tell themselves the simple truth. And that simple truth is that one that you tell yourself. If you get into something and you find out that it's not working for you, you are the one not working it. There are businesses out there that people are working to make money from. But hey, guy, it's not a must that you have to be there. Okay? The same person who introduced you to TBC will tell you that TBC is not the only business. You can do this like this one I'm bringing. You can use it to push TBC, and then you use it to. If you are committed, if you are getting confused, is the limits that we placed on ourselves. That is the problem. Like me, for one, I know that if I stand up and work TBC, the way my mind, the way I'm supposed to, I know that something great will come out of it. TBC is something you do and you are assured of the results. There's no long story in TBC. Okay? You have multiple opportunities in TBC. Do you start naming them? Do you even believe in what you are doing? Some people alone, what surprises they say, hey, look at one TBC currency coin is over how many $millions? About 3 billion naira. Wow, something I've never seen in my life. I beg, this thing is not real. But somehow, they'll keep that aside and go about, talking to others about it. When they tell these billions, have you ever seen, you have not even counted a million, not to talk about billion. Person will say, now, wow, I don't even believe in this thing, but, you have to get convinced in what you're doing. You have to know, first of all, what is the power in cryptocurrency? What are the types of cryptocurrency? What gives them? How the TBC, how does it have the value? Where is the value coming from? We also have something like Bitcoin. Where is the value coming from? Small mind. That's our problem. But if we are to tell ourselves the simple truth, find out that in TBC, you are told, go and get others involved. Let them do what you're doing. Let them work to accumulate this currency. Let them do everything necessary. We are not into multi-level marketing, but as long as it involves, hey, you call this person, extend to others. People are mistakenly calling TBC MLM, but it's not. Even MLM cannot come close to what TBC is. You know that TBC is very good. It's very, yes. But now, let me be doing this small things, Why not diverse? That is, plan yourself very well. Must you be in another program that is using the same method, partly method of TBC to succeed? You are causing confusion because it involves calling others. And you're telling them that this one is this one is that. Is it only referral program that you can do at least to get things worked out for you? So people really need to get things straightened up and stop deceiving themselves and deceiving others, because sometimes they deceive themselves and deceive others too. You bring somebody and the person is looking up to you. Before you know it, the person is confused because you don't know what you're talking about again. And you say you're making money. Somebody told me, say, look, people will never tell you the truth on how they make their money. They're just busy gatherings, praise singers. Hey, look at this person. In fact, what he's making. So why are you not making? Because you are busy. Everything that comes your way, you jump there, you fly, you perch, just like flies. Whenever they see freshly defecated defecate. So people need to think and reason out and understand what TBC admin meant when he talks about jumpers. Jumpers are those who are jumping after everything and at the end of the day jumps after nothing. I have seen people who are busy introducing me to one business or the other, knowing fully that I'm in TBC. I've even seen fellow TBC who introducing me to multiple businesses, but they are still can't be able to pay their common admin fee because my people are not paying. No, my people are not paying. I don't, at least not 2 persons I bring. I'll go and talk to him to pay. Folks, learn to commit to what you say you are doing, and then let that work for you. Stop waiting for magic to happen, and stop falling for everything that flies about all in the name of business. You are busy deceiving yourself and by extension deceiving others. Get committed to one thing. Focus on that thing and see if it will not work out for you. If it's not working out for you, if it is something that gets you looking for another thing to support, that means that thing may not actually be. TBC is not looking for any backup. Get into TBC and let people know the value. If the person you brought into TBC is also making money, I then wonder why you two will not be making money. Don't go lying to people about TBC. Tell them the basic fact. Let them know straight ahead that look at this is how this thing works. Okay? Stop forcing people who cannot do it to just come. When you just come, once the person you're able to get, you leave the person. This person is not serious. Get the person committed and make sure that he can do it. Okay? It's not a must that because you can be able to talk to somebody. Okay. This just came to my mind. I was able to talk to you. You're into TBC now. What made you to join me when I talked to you? Did I lie to you? So people need to strengthen things out and know the difference of remaining true to something and then playing on something. Stop deceiving yourself and telling yourself that this is business. Everything is business, but how many of them must you do as a person? You may be a salesperson. You have a shop. For the fact that you are registered in TBC doesn't mean that you have to leave your shop. But when you are in TBC, you have a shop, and that business come, and you also jump, that will be taking you out from your shop because you want to make it. I want to get money. I want to also get money to support my TBC opportunity. Whereas TBC can be giving you money to support it and then even take care of you in extension. What are you saying, folks? Let's tell ourselves the simple truth. The people you brought into the business are not succeeding because they are not seeing the result in you. If they are seeing the result in you, they will get ashamed. Even if they're not doing anything, let them be. Leave them and prove to them elsewhere. Show them that if they cannot do it, that you have people you can work with. Some will tell you, excuses will never finish. There are always room for excuses, but let them continue to be, because excuses are very, very generous. Once you create one, it will continue to give you more and more. So let's tell ourselves the truth and know that nothing good comes easy. Don't be deceived and be say, hey, come into this program. You will not do anything. For the fact that you're not doing anything, nothing positive will be coming to you, because you want to go a place where you will not be doing anything. Even God has been working. You say you are not doing anything, and he'll use that to attract you, and you'll be happy. Hey, I'm going here, I'll not be doing anything, and I'll be getting money. Stop fooling yourself, my friend, and get real. Thank you for listening. This is me, Amechi. We're blessed. So sorry. Have a nice day, and share this video and like it, and let others know that all the leaders in TBC, not just leaders from out, they are doing something that is what makes them the leaders. Thanks.